This podcast contains discussions about sensitive topics, including mental health, alcohol and substance use, as well as suicide. It may also include strong language. The viewpoints expressed by guests do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the hosts. Listener discretion is advised. If you or someone you know needs support, please reach out to a trusted professional or a helpline.
Welcome back, listeners. Welcome back, viewers. Well, I'm over here this time. I think I'm in the right direction. I think I'm talking in the right direction.
The great learning curve. Welcome back, Twisters. We're here.
Yeah, how's the lighting?
Yeah.
You're bloody bright as all Marys. That's all right. But yeah, we're working on it. We've got better things going on now. We've got our new guest, Paul Redline. Thank you very much for coming along from the Silverbacks.
I just had this conversation out the front. Kaya, Paul, I are evil. We've got, I've met three different blokes. It's the same bloke three times.
Yeah, it's pretty hard, that one, because most people know me as Kaya, but people from the social groups know me as Paul.
So social media names.
Yeah, so I worked in custodial for a little bit, so kids add me on Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll use my middle name instead of my first name, and made it a bit harder on them. So,
All good, man. Start you off with a proper twisty welcome, mate. What do you ride and why that bike?
So I ride a 2014 Softail Standard.
Nice.
The old man, he loved his night trains, though, so he was a night train man. So
beautiful.
We tried to sort of go with something that was sort of similar to it, but black.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of chrome.
No. It's a pain in the ass to keep clean, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're afraid of the rain all the time.
I hate the rain.
Yeah.
A couple of your boys, the Silverbacks, ride around on those super polished up, engraved
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Vickler bikes that are, I just can't imagine sitting there that long polishing.
Nah, that's it. So that deters them from coming out half the time because they don't want to sit there and wash them. So yeah.
Oh, we're good.
Before we wind the clock, let's lighten it up. What's something people would be surprised to learn about you?
I was in the junior air force as a young fella. I don't know if anyone knows that.
Yeah.
But,
I was in the Air Cadets as well. Yeah,
we are,
in the
ATC, yeah.
Yeah, right.
ATC.
Yeah.
Nice. Two New Zealand boys. I seem to be outnumbered by you blokes.
Two peas in a pod.
Yeah, I made today, yeah.
So do you prefer summer or winter riding?
So I prefer the summer riding. My bike just doesn't like the winter.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't like wet roads. It doesn't like,
Bike or rider doesn't like the winter.
Nah. This sneeze in the bloody back wheel lights up on that thing. So
Yeah, my new bike's a bit like that. Yeah.
Imagine,
Like a
man.
bit twitchy in the wet.
It's 300 horsepower and 200.
No, 160, 100.
Oh,
So,
man, that's agony.
Ambo's the only bloke I've ever seen mono a fucking Rocket 3 down the road.
My dad listens to this. So you like long solo cruises, or you like riding in the pack, or what?
I enjoy riding on my own. I sort of like to set the pace on my own. I think riding with some of the boys, it sort of pulls you back a little bit. Even though you got a few of the boys that like to sort of get on it and go for it, and I like to try and chase them down and go past them. But
last ride we did together was the ride down to Arnold Creek.
oh, that's right.
Yeah, with your girls leading the way for us. And
Yeah.
you were corner marking, and I
them.
think you passed me like 6 or 7 times. Fucking roll.
That was horrible. I got stuck on the bridge, mate. I got stuck on the bridge trying to get back onto the freeway, and I was just like, I've got to cover some ground. So I just better keep going.
What we do with our club, we try and do, if you've got a corner marker, if you pass a corner marker, everyone goes single file,
and
so
then
at least they
everyone
can
gets
fucking
past,
scoot back past.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, I thought I could open it up because there was a bit of a gap there. One's in the middle, so.
It was good fun watching you scoot up and down. Everyone else is like sort of tight pack riding, going like, there he goes. What was your first car, your first bike? What got you into this?
So my first car was I was 15 when I bought a 1984 Mitsubishi Treadia.
Nice.
So it was a 4-speed with a high and low shifter. I felt like a truck driver, mate.
Like the old non-synchro Max,
I know when I had a Galant,
Oh, I like the Gallants.
Yeah,
the V6 Gallants.
straight 24, 2.4 Astron motor.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
I think I had, my ex will tell you, we had about 20 cars in my backyard we were together from real young, so like 16 to 30, I had like 25 different cars, I think.
Wow.
If I had half of them now, I think at one point I had 3 Monaros in the backyard, and like just
Shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Yeah, that's it, man.
All they're like,
All
I'm going to fix it, I just never had the money.
Yeah.
Wow. No, so my first bike, I think It was a Honda 125. I think we used to go up in the bush with it and do trail riding and stuff like that. So I was a young fella. I think might have been about 12 or something like that.
Yeah.
My brother, he was 8, so he would always be on a 3-wheeler and stuff like that. So we started doing like a lot of bush riding.
Yeah, cool.
So, still ride dirt now, or just?
Nah, I thought I could ride dirt, and then I jumped on one of the boys. I think it was a Yemi 252 banger, and man, that rattled my bones. Right? So I couldn't walk for like 3 days after that.
The two-stroke scare me a little bit. I like to have a bit of engine compression when you come off the rather than ding, 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 ding.
So it's still going.
And then it would just pop on the back wheel, mate. You know what I mean? So yeah, it scared the shit out of me. That did. So.
All right, so let's take things right back, mate. Growing up in Wellington, you said your early years you were shaped by abandonment and feeling like you were on the back foot from the start. Can you walk us through those years and how that shaped who you became?
So I guess so my old man, he sort of left me and my mum when I was about 5.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a strange one. Like I really blamed my mum for all of it. And my dad was there for a little while, but then he just slowly disappeared, mate. And then I never seen him for like 30 years, I think.
Yeah,
so.
right.
But I put a lot of pressure back on my mum and that. I was disruptive in school and stuff like that. All I wanted to do was go home. I was hard on my stepfather.
Yeah.
He came in and didn't really know how to deal with me back then.
How old were you when he came in to see?
I was about 5, yes. Yeah, it wasn't too long after mum, after dad left, and then my stepdad came in, and then not too long after that, my little brother was born. So I loved my little brother.
Yeah.
It was so good having him, but it felt, there was more. I felt like I'd been replaced in the family. Having a little brother, and even all the focus goes on him. Yeah, it was hard. It was hard growing up that way.
Yeah.
So you've spoken about your stepdad treating you like you're a dumb.
Yeah, so he didn't do that on purpose. He
didn't know how to do it.
Really made me feel like I was dumb.
You should know better.
So even when I came into my teens and stuff like that, he's like, you're fucking dumb. You don't know how to do this and blah blah blah. And
teach me, bastard.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. And at the time, I really couldn't focus on learning anything. School was horrible. I couldn't learn in school. I was basically told that if you don't want to learn, you sit down the back. That's where all the don't want to learn.
I remember my teacher saying, if you're not going to learn, you might as well go to sleep.
Yeah.
And they'd fucking let me go to sleep on
It's funny how far it's all come. Yeah, like I was talking to Paul out the front, was saying, could be like ADHD. Like I hate banging on about it all the time, but it's so much of like kids like just go on in our generation. Just went under the radar because like, oh no, he's not interested. Fuck him off. We'll concentrate on the ones that are.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one who needs the fucking
for
attention.
years. My mum reckons my sister was bipolar for years and years and years, and only got diagnosed when she was 20.
Yeah.
So it never existed back then. Now it's everywhere. You know what I mean? So I think some people, they thought that it was like anxiety and depression, but sometimes it was by being bipolar. You know what I mean?
For sure, man. It's all brain chemistry. Yeah, like we're just learning more about it. That's all it is.
Yeah, so I reckon that maybe if I was diagnosed as a young fella, maybe that would have, it would have cleared up the clouds that were in my head when I was young, because I couldn't read, couldn't learn anything.
Your mum was there to support you through it.
Oh, she was always a rock in our family, So she still is. She still is a rock in our family. She keeps everyone together.
Is she over here now? Or?
Nah, she's still in New Zealand. But she's she keeps my brother and my sister in check. That's for sure.
All right, so I'm going to try not to insult you Kiwi boys here. Like coming from Maori descent, so Māori descent. Yeah. I only heard that word for the first time a couple of weeks ago. Someone said, he's Māori. And I'm like, Maori. And they're like, no.
Māori.
I'm like, oh, fuck it, all right, whatever you want to call it.
I've got a few family members that...
I don't want to fuck it up, all right?
No, we had to teach them the same thing.
Yeah, so... you were born into like the gang scene a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so most New Zealand fella people have like they're able to sort of talk back into it. Like my dad, they were in one particular gang, and then growing up, I realised that we've got people that are in other gangs as well. So in rival gangs, but. Yeah. I remember back in those days, I was really quite, I was either red or blue, mate. You were either red or you were blue or you were bashed.
How old are you anyway?
So I'm 40, what am I, 41?
Yeah, so I'm 2 years older than you. So I grew up around the same fucking
age.
era, man.
Yeah.
I grew up in Taranaki, so...
Oh, Taranaki.
Yeah. So I remember growing up around all that red and blues and fucking Wu-Tang Clan and...
Yeah. Like, I could have easily have ended up in a gang. Like, most of my cousins, they're in the gangs now. They're senior members. But, it starts off as, your Crips and Bloods, and
Yeah.
it just progresses into something.
But there's not a lot
bigger.
over in New Zealand that's the lifestyle over there now, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But
Kind
just you,
of.
that's just you just become a product of your environment.
Yeah.
If you just let it succumb, if you succumb to it.
Yeah.
So how did gang life influence your understanding of loyalty and identity and violence and
Look, out of my uncles and all that, I used to see all the loyalties and that from my uncles, the camaraderie that they have between each other and all that sort of stuff.
the respect side of things is very big.
Yeah. So there's a
I think
hierarchy.
it's undervalued. I think it's seen as bad with like most gangs that you earn respect, and I've had that sort of mentality my whole life. Like if I get in trouble at work all the time, because just because you're my boss doesn't mean I have to respect you. Earn my respect, and I'll fucking
Yeah, exactly. I agree with
whatever
you.
you need. Yeah. I can't. It's more of a pain in the ass in a professional life than anywhere else. But in the street, it fucking helps you a lot.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So your family over there, your iwi, were you a part of the Mariahs and all that around there?
Yeah. So look, because I grew up in Wellington and all that, we're a bit disconnected. And I say disconnected, and we're still quite connected because we know the lingos, we know how everything works. But when we eventually, in my teenage years, moved back up north, up to Rotorua, which is where we're from.
Yep. Rotorua.
Rotorua. And we were considered outsiders up there, mate, because we were city slickers, really. And because I don't pronounce things right, I've got a hybrid accent as it is now.
Yep.
But moving up there, I wasn't pronouncing stuff right. I tried to get into the multi-orientated classes and stuff like that. I just couldn't get my head around any of it.
So we got taught it in primary school. We got taught Māori in primary school. We learnt
Well, we had
basics, and then you could do it in high school. You could do advanced.
yeah. Well, that's where I tried to get into it in high school and stuff like that. But the kohanga reo, which is like your for little kids.
Yeah.
So, you get taught that.
The
and-
colours and
Yeah. But I remember all the songs and exactly, yeah.
It's good to have that heritage and history to draw on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been profiled as being misunderstood and moved around a lot as a kid. What role did humour and being the class clown play in helping you to survive that chaos?
I guess because we moved around a lot, I really wasn't able to sort of build a solid amount of friends like what you guys would. You grew up in Altona, and some of the friends that you have, you still see most of them.
Nearly 50 years later, I'm still fucking here.
Yeah. But so the school friends that I went to school with, I didn't get to build those relationships.
Yeah.
So I moved up north and tried to build friendships up there, and then we moved back. And
You're like you say, trying to break into a pack then, right?
yeah, so you're the new guy, and you do one thing wrong, and that sort of justifies what you are. So you try to be the cool guy, and I tormented so many teachers, mate, as a young fella. So
Again, I reckon, mate, get yourself tested.
Growing up in Australia would have been totally different to growing up in New Zealand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bit backwards back in New Zealand because when you're a person of culture, especially colour, we were really sort of looked down upon as like I was told by a principal that I'd be in jail by the age of 14 because I was disruptive as a kid, and we proved they're wrong. I was 15.
Yeah.
They're written in the back of a cop car at 15. Mate, so yeah.
I think it was about so my first time I got brought home in the back of one.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But we're up north, mate. If you got brought back home by the police officer, he'd kick you up the bum, and then your dad would kick you up the bum.
I was about to say that, they'd give you a smack around the back of the ears, and then you get home and you get another smack around the back of the ears because the cops brought you home.
So they'll wait for the cop car to go down the road.
That was
before
a
they
funny
do that.
thing. Yeah, like me and three of my mates got caught fucking up when we were kids, and we all got taken back to our family, and all of my mates were saying to the coppers, "Just drop Jeff at my place. His dad's gonna fucking kill him." They're like, "Really?" And like I had two coppers walk me to the door, and Dad's like, "Get in." They're like, "Can we leave him here?" He's like, "Oh yeah." I didn't cop too much of a hiding for that one. Actually, that was the turning point of my life where they left me alone after that.
No, it was pretty good. My dad never laid a hand on me like that. Oh, look, I've got touched up a couple of times for some dumb shit that I've done, but he's never gone sort of beyond what I really needed.
I think I've deserved everything.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I'd say
fair to say, like the ones that I didn't deserve, I probably did something that I didn't get caught for that I deserved it for anyway. So.
Yeah.
Well, I had two uncles. I did something to my mum. I can't remember it, but I remember getting bashed by my uncles because they say, don't don't you ever talk to your mum like that. You know, your mum does everything for you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then I think about it, you know, I only got one mum, mate.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got to look after the one
exactly.
mum, one dad.
Still close with mum now? Or?
Yeah, we're really close, you know. Me and Dad, we weren't really that close, but when I moved to Australia, I think he sort of had a bit of an empty spot in his heart, and he thought, yeah, I'm missing something. I miss that fella.
And technology now, you can speak to your mum face to face as well.
I Skype her every day, and you know, she's it's good to see her face. On half the time, she's still laying in bed because of the time difference. You know what I mean?
So you got in trouble, arrested for breaking and entering, drug charges with a cousin. There's a moment you knew I've got to change and move into a slow burn into a workforce. Like, so went from
I went from
that pivot point. Yeah,
kind of at a fork in the road, and I thought, if I carry on, I'm going to end up in trouble, jail, probably a gang. Yeah. So I carried on in a different direction. I think I was 15 or 16. I got a job as a road worker.
Cool.
And we were only getting paid, mate, $7 an hour.
Yeah, my little brother was doing that before he died. Yeah, road worker. Yeah.
But
he loved it.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool. Like, we were Lollipop Man, and the boys were like, "You want to have a turn driving this?" So, you know, jump in the big boxies and drive up the road with it. You know, I was only 15 with a learner's license. So
my biological dad was working at the Burrell Quarry up here in Sunshine. And when I was like high school, I was like, 16, 17. I needed to make some money because my girlfriend was pregnant, and I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? And he goes, come and work with me. I was driving the Moxie around up there for fucking 8. Oh, it's so fun.
You didn't roll the back of it, did you?
Fucking swinging it like this and making the arse end like fishing it up and down the road. All these old blokes are like, get fucking back to work. I'm like, I'm working. I'm fucking faster than you cunts.
I remember my dad used to work at PCL with the stock feed and that, and when I went to his work one time and I was playing around with the forklift, and I swung the arse end of the forklift out and ripped open a pallet of like fucking feed. Pick it up, turn around, put it back.
Oh, no.
Sorry, Dad.
So getting into that workforce, what was that?
So I ended up I went through a few jobs and then eventually landed a job as a scaffolder. But you know, the boys, I was pretty good because they said that I work. I was quite a hard worker as a young fella.
Yeah.
So
like a mouldy bloke that's a scaffolder. Never heard of that before.
Oh, it was great, mate. We did that. I did that for 13 years, mate. You know? So it was. I had a passion for it. I think I just had that Meccano headset. You know what I mean? So I just
it's pretty wild, man.
Build things and hang off things.
Had any scary moments doing that?
No, I've dropped things from up high. I think I dropped a 6 metre tube and it stuck into the concrete by about 500 mil, I think. So I think it would be lucky that no one was walking underneath that one.
Hell yeah. I've told the joke before on the podcast, but it's like Australia treats New Zealand like Americans treat Mexico. Yeah,
kind of.
The skilled workforce.
But we can't build a wall because all the Maoris have built the scaffolding.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you always been right up there with safety when you were doing that sort of shit.
Nah, because we were brought up old school, mate. So we didn't have harnesses back in the day, you know. And then when they started bringing them in, we weren't connecting them or anything. But when you look up, it looked like that guy's got a harness, but it's dragging on the ground.
Yeah.
So, I think that, and I remember them talking about a guy, he'd worked for years on the cranes, and the first day he put his harness on, it got caught in the wire or something like that, pulled him up into the drum, I think.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Yeah, so some people, I don't know. I don't know what the statistics with safety were back in the day, but I'm sure that they're better now than they were back then.
Yeah.
I'm a trainer, mate. One of the courses I train is working at height safety, and like trying to use a rope grab to get up a ladder takes so much fucking longer than just climbing the ladder. Like on a job site, if you're fucking around with that, everyone else would just fucking get up there. Let's go.
We had the two lanyards. So you click, and that's what you're doing is just climb up the ladder like that. Yeah. And I hated using those as well. So.
Mate, most things that are safety are inconvenient as fuck. So we talked at the start there. So what was the go with the breaking and intercharge? You just
So me and my mate, we sort of we were originally breaking into car wreckers and like siphoning gas out of like old cars and stuff like that. And then I think one night we broke into the wrong one, tripped the alarm, and that was us, mate. We're sitting in the back of the cop car, and that was a pretty bad night.
Victimless crime, really, isn't it?
Well, it's still breaking.
Yeah.
So, and I reckon I could have got away, but I'm too honest, mate. So, two of my mates got caught, and then I sort of stepped up and they walked behind the cops and freaked the shit out of them because they didn't know I was.
So you found your feet in construction at just 16. What was the first time you started believing you were capable of more than what others saw?
Yeah, so I still, for ages, like, I had a relationship, and then I think I was more focused on work. So I never really, I spent more of my life working than anything else, and everything else would have just fell second to everything, you know. But I got to a fork in the road, and I think I'd been a scaffolder for 10 years, and I didn't like it. And then I found another job. I was working security, I was doing nightclubs as a bouncer and stuff
cool.
like that.
It's all over
In
home.
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I did it over there too. I worked at a place called Ichiku Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
What kind of music was that?
R&B.
Mr. Good music, yeah.
So I had a question then. I fucking lost it.
Sorry.
No.
How long you do that for?
Bouncing, so...
I was really good at it, man. I like to be the outside doorman and say,
Yeah, so that was me. I would like to stand outside.
Yeah. Ladies?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, gentlemen, see you later. But because I used a lot of humour to drag people in and all that sort of stuff. But it's 2004 to 2013. I think was the last time I did security over there. And it originally started as some extra money and like going to nightclubs and hurting people. I thought that was the fun in it. It was like a badge of honour back then. And it started because it was all the ex-crims used to run the doors back then.
Yeah.
And then I think one of the Rugby World Cups, we had to get accredited to be a security, to be a bouncer on the door.
And no one could get the accreditation.
And so it culled out half of all of those guys. And then, you ended up with like workforces. And I can't remember, there was a couple of workforces that were running the clubs back in those days. But we were just going in there paid to just hurt people all night, you know.
Bust people up.
Yeah.
Throw people out the door and throw them in the parked cars and stuff like that, you know what I mean? We thought it was cool, but when I look back at it, I go, no,
Yeah,
that
pretty
definitely
terrible
wasn't.
time.
Yeah.
Now, imagine if that was me or you.
Yeah. Tell us about Baby Godzilla, the illegal street racing.
So
GTIR, bro. They're fucking nice
GTIR.
car.
So that's where the IR comes from.
Yeah.
So I got the number plate in New Zealand, IR Evil, for my GDIR.
Yeah.
And then when I sold it, the plates are still in New Zealand, and I come over here and I bought the same plates and put them on my car, and then I realised if I got rid of an I and Evil, I could put it on my bike as well.
Yeah, nice.
So that's how I got both the car and the bike plate for it.
Cool.
But Fast and the Furious dropped. I think it might have been 2000 and something, early 2000s.
What are they up to, 15 now or something?
I don't know, but
It's fucked.
watch the first five. The first five are really good.
Yeah, I hear that the next one is, I think they're going to bring back a whole lot more of the car stuff in it.
Yeah,
I think someone was talking that Vin Diesel said that it's got to go back to the Hummage, the
this
original.
This is what we were about.
But I'd like to see that they culled it out for a reason. That's probably
So
why.
back then, the GTIR would have been a really expensive car, yeah?
So what did I pay for that? I was 15 grand, and I was
fucking
only
right.
18 when I bought it. And
Scaffolding money, mate.
mate, it wasn't a lot back then, And I was lucky I was still living at mum's, to pay for that. But it started off good. Really short shift gearbox.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We upped the boost in it and all that sort of stuff. And what else did we do?
The old import scene in New Zealand was fucking grouse back in the day.
Yeah.
Man. You guys, I don't know if you really got the Japanese imports over
Well, we
here.
did a bit, but it was more the Commodores and all that sort of
They
stuff.
got all the cool stuff.
they My cousin had a commie. It was Tweety Bird Yellow.
Yeah.
Fuck, it was a V8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me down the boat ramp, parked it down the boat ramp, lit it up, peeled up out of the
We had
boat
all,
ramp.
like the VL turbos and
They got all the cool stuff.
VK Calais were big. Yeah.
Now, we got all the cool stuff too, bro.
Well,
like, we had
I'm also,
Skylines.
I'm
we
also
had
fucking
Skyline.
nearly 10 years older than you.
Yeah, well, there you
Those-
still got all the cool stuff.
my little brother had the earlier Skyline before the 32. He had 28 or something like that. The boxier one.
Square one. Yeah,
It was fucking grouse. And then a mate of mine had the 32 and let me drive that. Fuck, they were weapons, bro.
Yeah.
Weapons.
Yeah, I love them.
Well,
33 wasn't a big fan. 34, quite
What
like
was the 34?
What was the ones they brought into Bathurst? Was that the 32s?
The 32s, I think. Yeah.
And they changed the race because it was like,
Yeah, of course.
instead of a cold start, it was a rolling start because the Nissans weren't quick off the line.
Yeah, that's right.
Mate, just that four-wheel drive tracks, mate, you just can't beat it, can
This is
you?
a motorbike channel. What are we talking about cars for?
Well, yeah.
We've got a car bloke here.
I'm a bit of everything as well, bro. Did you see the car out the front, twin turbo Subi, bro?
Yeah, man, that's fucking cool ass.
Yeah, well,
They had a ZX6R as well. Was that
Yeah, so I had the ZX6R, and I was out being a pain in the ass with it, mate. I was out trying to race the boy races with it,
Yeah.
and smoking them on the straights, mate. It was good. People were dumb to try and race one of those.
Yeah.
But that no fear, man. I don't know how many times I nearly died on that bike, So
Yeah.
I thought I better buy something that's slower, maybe get a Harley.
sad because it's true.
They're talky though, yeah, they're fun.
Well, yeah, I still run 11.7 on mine, so
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Fuck, that's all right.
yeah. So
So our club does inside our vest. We've got our Girl Scout badges.
I love them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's one for a speed demon.
That's the
Hey,
one I'm desire, that one.
So
Yeah.
has anyone got it yet?
Not yet.
I've got the bike for it.
Yeah, you have, yeah. Because I remember
Parts of
Roger
it.
was talking about it, and he's like, yeah, we're going to go down the drag strip and we're going to run a 200. And I'm like, man, I think I ran 110 mile an hour, and I
Yeah.
ran 11.7.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah.
Roger did have a go. I can't remember his time.
He was close.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't-
like
didn't
80
get
something.
there.
180 and a quarter.
Should have
Yeah,
tried
so
not,
it's
not
about
doing it on
180.
an Indian. Yeah.
I,
Saying it should on Roger again.
Roger
'cause-
and his Indian.
you run high octane in yours, bro?
Nah, so it's tuned on 98. So
Oh, yeah, cool.
So, but what it's got one of those ECUs in there that pre-programs itself.
Yeah.
So you run a bass tune in it, you run it, and you run it, and you run it, and as it goes, it'll just sort of eventually get better and better and better.
Oh, okay.
So if we go to a servo that doesn't have 98 in it, we can run 91 and it'll sort of adjust to it. But
Yeah.
they say don't lean on it too hard.
Yeah.
So.
I think my bike thinks it's a drag bike because I ride the fuck out of it everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, mate, I love your bike.
My bike doesn't get out of third gear very often because I'm
Change it
lanes.
to nitro.
Then I'll really be passing traffic in the
No
morning.
shit. No shit. Big blue flames coming out the
Yeah,
tank.
well, there you go, mate. Yeah. hide a nitrous bottle in your
Yeah,
That's what the panniers are for.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
Yeah, take them off, put 2 nitro bottles on. Yeah, that'd be right.
Yeah,
So then come the big first love.
Yeah, so my first love, she was great. Everything was going good in the beginning of our relationship, and then it just sort of, she was only young, and I was in my 20s then, and then I probably had a bit of demons made in my head when I was a young fella. I didn't have a lot of trust in people back in those days, so I think I become the controlling person and sort of really derailed that relationship altogether. But one thing I did learn from it was that I had an anger problem back then.
Yeah.
So before things got bad, I put myself into an anger management class and sort of worked through it. I didn't get much out of that first one, but then something happened. I ended up with an AVO, and then I think it was mandatory that you've got to go in there and
Into a course, yeah.
yeah. So I'm like, but I've already done one.
Yeah.
The second time I went in, I loved it.
Yeah.
I got out of it what I needed to. It's a bit of hit and miss because it seemed to me those things seem always one-sided. It's always from the view of the woman,
Yeah.
and they don't accept that woman can also be
Oh, they're
abusive
triggers,
as well.
mate. Triggers, yeah. They know
So-
how to do it. They do it well.
Yeah, so I went there. The guys loved me because we've always been there being stupid and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I was always I think it was in the afternoon, like 6 o'clock in the afternoon after work or something like that.
I did anger management when I was 15, 16, I reckon. It changed my life because up until that point, I don't think I actually realised that people disagreeing with you was like people seeing things differently.
Yeah.
I just thought they wanted to argue.
Want to argue or want to
so
go
I
in
was
for
and
a fight.
it was a couple of little things I learnt that I still use today from that course, however many years ago that was now. That's really stuck with me and changed how I was. Like I say, people always say you're too nice. I'm like, no, I just don't see the reason to be an asshole.
Yeah.
They're like, I know I kind of empathy and look at other people's points of view a lot more than other people do, and
Yeah, play the tape forward.
Well, it's more,
Yeah.
that's the best
Yeah,
one.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, and it's more like if someone has a crack at me, I kind of think rather than get like, well, fuck you too, I'm like, why?
Why, yeah.
Like,
Tell me
what's
more.
going on in their head, and then you kind of get behind it, and you're like, well, they got a bit going on. You're like, and I try and say that to a lot of people, and they're like, no, fuck that guy, and I'm like, no, like just give him enough rope.
I think age plays a lot of part of that as well.
Probably, yeah.
I'm a lot more calmer. Like,
Yeah.
oh, fucking go and fuck them up. You're like, nah,
I just can't
is
be
it
bothered.
really worth it?
I don't see the energy in it, and being angry and stuff like that. So I drive a truck around for a living, and they're like, how do you put up with the traffic all the time? I said,
You just sort of switch out, don't you?
yeah, I've just learned to let it go. So
Mate, roads are a lot worse now than when I was driving trucks. And back then I was just everyone's like, oh, you're driving 12 hours a day through peak hour. How do you handle it? You just expect everyone to be a dickhead.
yeah, that's it.
It's the same thing on a bike. Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
So you had a relationship crash. So you've opened up about self-harm, suicide, shame.
Yeah, I got pretty bad when after that breakup. That one hit me pretty hard. And I thought I lost a lot of friends through all that, and I didn't see any really way out of it. You know, when it come to the self-harm part of things.
So we've had a few of you've had your daughter talk to me about it. My daughter went through the similar things. Someone who's a bit easier to talk to about it. Like, explain your mindset going through.
I think you get tunnel vision. It's like there's
Yeah.
nothing else. Like that's
Yeah.
in the world that's the only direction you can go. There's no other direction around it.
Is
And
it
then,
like a cathartic release or like a transfer of pain? Or?
to be honest, I think that it's just I think it's another way of attention seeking, mate. To be
Right,
honest,
yeah.
So I think that maybe they'll come back if you know if you hurt yourself and you play your cards
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You know it never happens that way, but
Yeah.
I think it's a scream for help. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So.
yeah.
And not many people will actually ask for help. They'll do everything else other than ask.
Yeah.
So
I've got a friend that I'm not going to go too many details, but I've got a friend at the moment that's going through it, and she's an extremely intelligent person, and yeah, she's like, I need it, and she's got a therapist that's like, you know, it's not right, but you're gonna. She's doing it for, and like I'm trying to understand the mindset of it. Like, yeah,
pain, I guess, yeah. If you're looking at the pain side of things, like I didn't do it for the pain, so I wasn't cutting or anything
Yeah.
like that. It was more just taking pills and trying to go
Yeah.
to sleep. You know what I mean? Trying to just sort of walk away from the world.
yeah,
I reckon pain would be different. I think that's probably just the chemistry in people's heads.
Yeah.
I think pain creates the stuff and it dulls your life.
I
maybe.
think you have to focus on it. Yeah, like if you're in pain, like you can't be worried about all the other shit going on.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Well, I always
Probably
remember
like
that. Yeah, if you got a
Drugs would have the similar effect.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think that's where people go. They end up going getting in the substance and
I think
stuff
that's
like that.
that's where my alcoholism came from. Drink till I can't feel feelings anymore. What was it?
So how close were you to the edge during that time?
Oh, it's pretty close. Like I think it was my mum who really pulled me out of it, and she goes, "Don't you're selfish. Don't think about yourself because it's the people in your life that affect you the most." And my baby sister, she was young then, and I thought about that. Imagine her having to grow up without me in the world and stuff like that. So I thought, I'd hate to do that to any one of my family members. So have them stand there. And my dad always said, he goes, "Mate, as soon as you're in the ground, mate, the next person comes along." So there's,
I think, someone said to me the other day, I was talking about suicide with a guy at school, and he said, "Do you know what happens the day after you kill yourself?" He goes,
nothing. Yeah,
It's the same. It's the same for everyone else except you're not there.
yeah.
Yeah, he goes, "You're not helping anybody. You're not." Yeah,
I heard a really good one today. Sometimes you feel like you're being buried,
yeah,
but you need to stop thinking about being buried. Think about you've been planted. You're about to start a new thing and start growing.
Yeah.
Just got to be better every day.
Yeah, that's
Well, that's it, yeah. Even if you can do one thing better every day,
Yeah.
you're getting that step closer to a goal.
Yeah,
And I think you got to be goal orientated. I think
Yeah.
to just sort of make milestones in your life and try and tick the boxes. You know what I mean? To get to it.
I've spent a lot of time sitting in front of video games and like wasted a fair chunk of my time. And now I try and do like, how can I better spend this time today? What can I I'm still going to do the game stuff because I love it. It's my turn off my brain stuff.
That's a desensitised way. Yeah.
But it's more about like, don't just do that.
Yeah.
Do something.
productive.
Learn something. Change something. Have a conversation with someone that's going to change your
I
perspective.
like to say to my kids, "What have you done
Yeah,
for the house?
yeah,
Do something for the house.
yeah.
Yeah, not for yourself.
Yeah.
For somebody else.
Yeah.
If you can do that every day, you'll be right.
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, I've always been a big man to pay it forward. Don't do it. If I do something good for you, I don't expect anything in return. I never do.
Yeah.
Pay it to the next person that probably needs it. You know what I mean?
100%. So you cut yourself off from nightclub bouncing, paid to hurt people. Was violence a form of control for you, or was it just survival?
I don't like to say. I don't think I really was a violent man.
You're talking about throwing people into cars, man.
Yeah, but I did it happily. No, but
That's not violence.
Some people deserved it.
That wasn't violence. That was entertainment.
yeah. Look, growing up with my dad, like I seen the angry side of he could go from zero to a hero in a split second. Something that pissed him off.
Yeah.
It's not that he'd be assaultive or anything like that. He was probably more abusive with the words or the type of language that he would speak to you. He called, you're a piece of shit. You're fucking, you're just dumb as dog shit or whatever it is. But my brother has the same thing. He goes off he go off the handle. I don't think he's really like that anymore. I think he's a real family man, my brother now.
So you got kids yourself, mate?
So no, I'm married. I've got one stepson.
Yeah.
So, yep. And he's
How old?
28.
28.
Yeah.
And you were around for a long time for that, or?
Yeah, so I came into Justine's life when I was when he was 14, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been around most of
That's
it.
a bit of a troubled time to jump in as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it was hard because I didn't really want to come in and
Start cracking
Try
the
and
whip.
be dad.
Yeah. So that's not what I was there for. But
Yeah.
it took a bit of a while to break down the barriers with him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was still very much a young fella then.
Yeah. Do you use your experiences to guide how you treat him?
He's very structured and routine, and Justin worked real hard on him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
quiet. He's pretty reserved. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But when he goes off the handle, he goes off the handle, and only his mum knows how to calm him down. I don't know if I aggravated or he just deal. He's
Yeah.
happy with whatever I say. He doesn't really sort of take it to heart. But,
Yeah.
But we've got an awesome relationship between me and him and me and my family. He got married last year. Him and his wife got married. So
Oh, beautiful.
yeah, we're a pretty tight family. He's another silverback as well.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
Yeah, he rides a Sportster 883. So,
Yeah, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
won't pick on him for that.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for the pick on part.
No, that's cool. I like the 883s, all right.
No,
Yeah,
I love
the
riding that
irons.
bike. Yeah, it needs another gear, mate. Needs another gear.
Well, ask Bear about his 883. His brother's iron.
Oh, okay.
How that goes. Yeah.
I will.
I chased him up the Black Spur on my little 250 and was right up his ass until he overcooked the front brakes and came rolling down the hill. Apparently that was my fault because I was pushing him too hard.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you left moving to Australia until 2013?
Yeah,
You
so-
left it late, yeah?
2013. Look, I was at a fork in the road, mate. So I wasn't really getting anywhere in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I applied for a job in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, I've got a job. So I basically sold up everything and bought a plane ticket, came to Australia because I had a job. And my plan was to stay at a hostel in King Street somewhere.
Yep.
And I thought, when I landed, I thought, yeah, cool, I should be able to, I looked at the mirror, so I should be able to walk down and walk into the city from the airport, from Tullamarine. Not realising that, it's massive.
All highways.
You're just like, it's only about that big. So I thought, you could just walk that in about an hour.
Just jump on the train like you do in Sydney.
Yeah, right.
So much more easier, wouldn't it?
Jump in a taxi, it costs you fucking $100.
Yeah. Well, I landed in Melbourne.
So you didn't know anyone here?
Nah, my plan was to stay in the backpackers, but the Wimbledon was on, so everything was back. Everything was
Fucking hell,
booked out.
homeless.
I was literally thought that I was going to be sleeping in the middle of the park somewhere. You know, I had my suitcase, and then I had another suitcase with all my scaff gear in it.
Yeah, nice.
So I bought harnesses and tools and everything over, and then I had working in the nightclub scene in New Zealand. There's some friends over here that were staying. They had a place in St Kilda, so they said, "Oh, mate, you can crash on the couch here, mate, if you want."
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I lived on the couch for 3 months,
Nice.
and then I had to get out of there, mate. So I ended up in another sort of backpacker accommodation down the road, and
So what made you make the leap in the first place? Just opportunity?
needed a change. Yeah, and then as soon as I got a hook, line, and sinker for a job over here, I thought,
Yeah.
oh, cool, I'm going. Not realizing, I didn't really think it through, and not many people have made it, or this. I use myself as like I made it. I actually did it wrong. And now I'm here. I got we own a house and stuff like that.
good,
yeah.
But lots of people come over. They don't have that luxury, man. They come over. They give themselves maybe 3 months, and most of the time they go back home.
I offered it to a few mates over there and said, look, I'm over here, I'm set up, I've got a house, I've got fucking everything. Come over. Yeah, he was a carpet layer. He would have been
He would have
Yeah,
killing it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I didn't want to.
No, well, my brother. I tried to get my brother over here, and he was here. He was earning some great money.
Yeah.
But he was he missed home. I think he missed all the networks that he'd grown up around, and people and everything was from. It took me probably 2 years to get used to living in this country because I always kept thinking about back home.
Yeah.
And then I had no family here. I met Justine, and then fast forward 10 years, we built my family.
Yeah.
Everyone that I've met in my life has become part of my family here. So.
So you met Justine in 2005?
15.
2015.
Married in 16 because Dad died in 2015.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was back home, yeah?
Yeah. So he was riding. He'd done a service on his Softail.
Mm-hmm.
He rode up to go and grab a packet of cigarettes, and on his way back, he overtook. I think the speed limit was 70, and there's a big congestion of cars going down there. So I think he just sort of looked out, wrapped it on to about, I reckon, $1.20 because it's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
And the congestion was caused by one car trying to find an entry point, and by the time it turned in front of him as he come past, and he went straight over crashing the sign straight over the bonnet, So
Yeah. You said you bought your dad the bike, so it kind of took that would have hit you pretty hard.
Yeah, I felt with my bike, I didn't ride it for ages. I put a sheet over it, mate. I was too scared to ride it after that. And I really. I flew back to New Zealand. We did the funeral with the old man. My brother was devastated. And I think just before I flew back, the transporter dropped the bike off.
Yeah.
And it was just a haunting reminder of what had happened.
Some of my parents, when my little brother died, we come home and had tonguey and all that. And afterwards, the insurance company said, "What do you want to do with the bike?" Like, it was still all right, I think.
Oh,
well, they were like, "Fucking, no, we never want to see it ever again."
Yeah. We pulled it apart and sat in the corner of the garage, and it got covered over, and it'd been there for ages, and I didn't want my brother on it, so I think the damage was repairable. I just found out that it's got a crack in the head stem, so then we can't get it going again. But I don't want him on something like that. And I think that if it was a more modern bike with ABS, I reckon he'd be still here.
Yeah.
He was a big man, He was a big man.
Yeah.
So when he hit the ground, he hit it hard and he burst an artery,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what got you through that? Just...
Oh, my family. So my family here helped me through that. Like back in the day when I was working as a scaffy, the boys came over because they heard my dad, and they sat down and we had a beer, and it just still didn't fill the void. You know what I mean? I don't think I slept at all that night. The next day, we jumped on a plane, went to New Zealand, and true New Zealand styles. We landed, we went straight to the morgue, and I think it was a long weekend. So they couldn't get a coroner's report because it was a long weekend. So he sat in the fridge there for, I think, an extra couple of days.
Yeah, right.
And I said to Justine, "Do you want to stay here in the morgue?" She's like, "No." My mum was staying in sleep because they set that up in a way when we can't leave the bodies alone.
Of course.
Yeah. So we got a hotel across the road because Justine didn't want to sleep with dead bodies. But anyway,
my little brother come home, and they were when they were putting them in the house. They said, "Oh, we're just going to put it over there on the wall." And my mum was like, "No, you'll fall out." That meant they were meaning the lid. He was at home for a few days. It was good. Fucking New Zealand, the multiculture of having a tonguey and having them at home for a period of time. It's good. Everybody come and say goodbye, and you got to have your peace with them. And
it's more. I think it's better for the family. I think it gives them more closure by having a 3-day funeral. Like I find the Aussie funerals would just be a little bit wham bam and see see a man.
Yeah.
So we'd dote over our dead, So
So you had a bit of a rough trot there. You got bullying at work and a back injury. And...
so I injured my back in 2015. That was just before my dad died. So do what you want. People tend to think that maybe that's why my back injury got worse. It was due psychological. I know for a pure fact that I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't imagining that. So, and I spent a lot of time sort of thinking that I was made of glass.
Yeah.
So they told me, you never scaffold again. They go, you can't carry in the capacity that you used to. I couldn't even carry anything. Yeah. So, and then sitting in a truck, that was destroying me back in that time. So
to do discs or bone or
no, so it was muscular. And this is what made it even worse is that they think that it was all just in your head.
Yeah, definitely not.
So I've got 2 compressed discs in my lower back, but that's got nothing to do with the lower back pain.
What the injury was,
So
still got it or
so look, after 10 years, 2025, it's there, but I don't notice it as much. But back in the day when I was first got involved with riding around with the motorbikes and all that sort of stuff, people see, there's nothing wrong with that guy, but they don't see the one-day ride and the one week of walking around at home like an idiot.
Hopping off.
He's bad for it.
Me, man. I busted my back when I was young, and I got numb leg and stuff. So,
sciatica.
Yeah, well, not quite. Yeah, no, it's actually like the whole nerves in the top of this leg, like the skin's like rubber.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
really?
So I got pretty bad, and it's sort of extending down now, which is starting to get a bit scarier. But
wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of what got me out of physical work into the training and stuff that I do now.
Yeah, well, those are used that can't do usually teach. Yeah, so,
That's it, man. Yeah.
So, I thought about that becoming a scaffold teacher or something like that, but yeah,
Mate, I could get you an in.
yeah, no. I don't think I have the patience of people.
What did it feel like getting back in the box over here?
So yeah, so I bought the Harley in 2014. So she was brand new off the showroom floor, and yeah, it was more just that was a poke at my old man, you know, because he had his one was a 2001, so it's the 88 Cuba, you know, carbureted, and I love the smell of that thing. Eh?
Oh, beautiful bikes.
And so I got the better one, you know, the 103 with the EFI and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it was the duck's guts, you know, you don't have to worry about chokes when you start shit up. And then but after his accident, you know, I sort of went a bit dormant. Then, you know, after my back injury, you know, I went a bit dormant, and then I was sitting at home trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, because they said you can't scaffold anymore.
Yeah.
So we made a plan. I retrained and went back into security again. So I did all the security licenses that I required to do whatever job I wanted to sort of try and go for. Well, look, you know, my dad, he always used to call me, you got Mr. Bad and Mr. Good. He used to always call me Mr. Good, because I always tried to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I'm a terrible liar.
Yeah, I was always a bad liar too. They could always pick me.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. You know, he'd go, you know, oh, I've got a job interview. You know, you need to pretend that you're my boss, and I've been working with you for 3 years. And I'm like, mate, I don't know how to do any of this. I can't lie for shit. You know, so. But he was always pretty good at sort of swindling those because he ended up driving loaders. He was a loader driver doing the. I think he was picking up wood and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
So, and then I think he tried to fake his way into driving like semis and stuff like that. But yeah, they were the manuals, mate, and he couldn't. You can't fake that.
Do it.
Nah, you can't fake that. They picked it straight away, mate. That he didn't know how to drive them properly. Yeah. He was. He was. He's using the clutch to change gear, mate. So you know, you got that straight away. You know. Most of the boys that are in the Silverbacks, they've they're from all over the place.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know, people put rules on stuff and try to be like a motorbike MC.
Everyone wants to be 1%.
Yeah, so I'm like, if I want to be a 1%, I'll go and join a 1% club. You know what I mean?
Exactly how I looked at it too. I had the opportunity when I was younger. I got invited to a couple of different ones, and I was like, it's just not what I want to do. I sort of grew up around that, and
I went to the Bros Clubhouse, and I thought it was the fucking bee's knees.
Yeah. It's cool. Looking from the outside, it's cool. Yeah. But you don't see the politics.
You think I've got rules, mate? Like,
yeah.
It's exactly it. Yeah, I don't want to put anything on my back that's going to get me shot by somebody else just because somebody else did. Yeah,
and that's
as much as I love the respect and honour that comes with that lifestyle. Yeah, it's not where my life's at.
Yeah, you don't see the negatives. Well, you do, because you see all this gang and stuff on the news and stuff like that.
It's blowing up at the moment with all these new rules coming in too. Like they're talking about it's the 8th.
Yeah,
8th
no
August,
patch rule.
No more back patches.
Yeah.
And I think what the cops have sort of not fucking realised is all they're going to do is push it underground. Like, it's not going to stop it. Yeah, all these guys are still going to be together. It's all the anti-association rules and shit like that. So clubs like ours that are just social clubs really have to be careful for the next couple of months and years of how it all goes, because it's not.
And we have to be very aware of who's going to be trying to crawl in.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Well, I think they might be able to get away with pretending to be an SMC and get away with it.
Exactly right.
That's what I think. I think that's going to start happening as they're going to start forming SMCs.
There's a few of them already. Yeah.
Just get rid of the back patch and still roll as under a different name. So the boys started in 2020. So so they had the 4 founders, which you basically got Tips, who you've spoken to. You got a bloke called Rick. And you got another guy, Arnie, and Sean. So these 4 guys, it started off as sort of similar to you guys, as an idea in the shed.
Yeah.
And it just sort of grew. Well, I think it didn't really sort of kick off until about 2021, I think. The idea or the concept of it was born then.
Yep.
But I think it was a sort of a ride that we went along to that sort of pushed it a bit. They go, we're going to order some hoodies. You want a hoodie? And I said, yeah, of course I want a hoodie.
That's how we started.
Yeah,
how did we join? Just buy a hoodie.
And that was it. So I consider those guys on day one as like the original, the OGs, you know. So, and from that day forward, you know, we started to move forward as I don't like to use the word SMC. Because the boys always say we're not an SMC. Yeah, so we're a family club, which is where the word
I think
comes from.
One big thing I love about the Silverbacks is you don't have that hierarchy. There is no
president.
No, there's no
There's no
president.
leader. Everyone's got the same voting rights and opinions.
So
and all
to
the
try
rest
and
of
keep
it,
things clean, we've set up a committee. So
Yeah.
just so that it's not led by one, we're led by
Yeah,
many.
yeah.
And the guys that have done, they've put in the hard work over the years, and they're the ones that are sort of trying to point it in the right direction.
Kind of
Yeah.
the-
So to make sure that we're staying out of this SMC sort of area and trying to keep it with the whānau, so we need to do more stuff with family and less stuff on the bikes and more stuff in the cars and
Yeah, it's a great setup you guys have. Like we incorporated to more to do with the charity stuff we wanted to get into. We needed to have a bank account that people could pay money into.
Yeah.
It was like all above board rather than like, just stick it in my account and I'll, like
Transparency.
Even with me, like it was, like no, I'm the most trustworthy bloke on the planet, but
so.
Yep.
I don't like money.
No.
Like fucking don't put money in my account if it's not my money because it's
Yeah.
temptation's too much. You found others wanted to join the family brotherhood riding. What makes your club different? Starting from scratch.
So it's basically
Help me out here. Ropu?
Rawpu, Rawpu. So it's I think Rawpu is the word of grouping of people.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. It's really just a grouping of people. And it's hard because we always, at the start, we used to get people going, how do we join you guys? How do we get a hoodie? And it sort of wasn't something that you can join. It's just something that you just become a part of.
Yeah.
So if you hang around enough, like the furniture, you just become part of the furniture. Most of the original boys are like that. They were just there from day one.
Yeah. It's a funny thing with like the Hells Angels, and I get it all the time. It's like, how do you join the Hells Angels? It's like if you were meant to be a part of it, you would be.
Oh, well.
It's
I didn't know that, yeah.
it's like it's a thing. Like it's a thing for most clubs. Like you don't join, you just sort of
become.
Do your time, yeah.
You meet the boys.
Yeah.
The boys tell
Like
you.
you. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, come fucking ride with us. Yeah. We've got a couple of rides coming up together. We've got our big charity ride coming up on 25th of October. So we're doing we've hooked up with the guys from ICANN Autism, like what they do, work with the youth.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
we're going to do a massive ride so far. We've engaged a couple of the local clubs.
Looking forward to that.
You guys,
we're one of them, yeah.
You guys run a ride from Hoppers Crossing for us. We've got the Southern Brotherhood guys coming out from Melton. We've got Family First and G-Town Bobber Bros coming out from Geelong.
Defiant
and over in the east. We've got a ride coming out from the Hogs, hopefully out of Morgan and Wacker up north.
Oh, yep.
There is a potential this is going to be
pretty big.
fucking
gonna be
huge.
massive.
Yeah, so
25th of October. Lock it in. If you haven't locked it in, lock it in now.
Lock it in for us. 25th. It's a ride to Dee's Souvlaki in Essendon Fields.
So we're going to have face painters and
Face
stuff.
painters, outdoor game. So it's a ride aimed. The ride is for the riders. The thing at Dee's is for the kids. Yeah. So there's going to be a whole bunch of bikes going to be there. But being for autism, we're going to try and keep the noise down and stuff like that because we can't rattle the kids. So that should be pretty fucking awesome once that's done.
And it's a good feed there at
Yeah.
Dee's too. Yeah.
And then we're doing yours. We're helping you guys out with your.
Yeah, quarter
Cow-
marshalling. Yeah, so it's the cow punch awareness ride.
Yeah, so we spoke a little bit with the tips. I've had 4 concussions in my lifetime, and it knocks you around. Like it's not a got a headache, get over in a week. It's like 6 months to get back to full capacity. Like, it's not fun at all.
It's a pretty dangerous
Yeah.
thing to be going around punching people. You can kill anyone.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, mate, like you want to fight someone, man up, fucking
do one-on-one.
stand in front of their face and tell them you're going to fight them. Mate. Sneak up and smack them in the side of the head. That's not a fight. That's a
Yeah, exactly.
coward's move.
Yeah, we've had one of the boys that his son got killed by the one punch in the city.
Yeah.
And one of the boys was assaulted outside of a nightclub.
Yeah.
We had a young girl with us. She was assaulted at Eastern Beach.
Yeah, right.
And that's someone else that we support as well. And it was pretty interesting that was day one when we actually started out. Rawpu was when we met them. Yeah. Because we hoodied up and then we rode down the Queenscliff because we sort of were invited down there by the SS Owners Club.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they said, could you bring the Thunder down there? So we brought the Thunder down there, and we met. She was more interested in the motorbikes and all the the $100,000 SSs that were turning up. So
bikes are cooler.
Yeah.
Bikes are cooler.
So, with all the social media making the crew known and the local scene there, how do you balance being visible with protecting what matters most inside the circle?
With our guys, so we've recently just sort of worked on a constitution just to try and give a bit of power back to the guys on the ground.
It's a filthy word in our club at the moment.
Yeah, I know. The boys don't like that word either. I think we might as well just call it a cheat sheet. So it's I just wanted a place where everyone could go and they go, all right, I want to bring a person, and how do we do that? You know, and,
It's exactly what we've got.
yeah, so it's a better way to structure it, and we sort of, I think we've done something similar to you guys. So we've got a committee of 7.
Yeah.
And for a new member to come in, there's criteria that you got to do, but you basically got to get 7 votes. And there's one no is basically up for discussion in another 3, 6, 12 months, depending on how they go.
You got to protect the integrity of the club.
I'll tell you what I'll do, mate. I'll send you our constitution and blow your fucking mind. We started off like when we got incorporated, it's a legal requirement to have a constitution. So we just chuck some rules together. And I thought, like, fucking, the less rules we have, the more fun it is.
Yeah.
But everybody kept going back to the Constitution.
But in the Constitution,
it
says this, it says that. Like, so fuck. So they're like, I just rewrote it. Like, I've spent the last
100 hours now?
Close to 100 hours on it, I reckon. And it went from a 10-page document to a 34 pages. But kind of, I tried to future-proof it, yes. Yeah, I've put everything in there that you could possibly fucking ask me. On the first day, I had burst into like finding fucking loopholes and stuff. Fuck off.
So I think we've only got 13 or 14 articles in there. So so we basically try to learn from our past mistakes and try to sort of implement those in there.
That's it. It's like, I don't think a lot of people realise you can't have 10 people in the room and everyone agree. Yeah. So you've got to have a system. There needs to be a system to say like, all right, okay, so you don't agree, but fucking everyone else does. So.
Sorry, dude, you got to
just go along with it, or fuck off. It's up to you.
Or tell me why. Tell me why you don't agree with that.
One big thing that I've taken on is don't present me with a problem, bring me a solution. If you find something wrong, don't tell me it's wrong. Tell me how to fix it. Yeah. Tell me how to fix it, because then I don't have to come back to you 7 times going like, is this better? Is that better? Is this?
Yeah, well, we were trying not to do that, so I sort of drafted it. And I just sort of worked in my head between loads on the day, so we're working at work, and
I'll send you mine, and you'll be like, holy.
Oh no, thank you. I destroyed the boys' brains with the one that I put out. So it was just, and we needed to have a meeting to sit down and talk about. It took us 3 hours or something like that to get through it, and we had to there's rewording in it.
Yeah.
But I think the bottom line of it is I wanted to go to our new guys and go, tell me, okay, so you're a silverback, tell me about it, tell me what it's about. And I think not many of them can actually tell you how it started or
what it's about.
Why, or what we're, It was good because I think when they read it, everyone tended to be an expert on it after that, so we just made it easy.
It is good, man. Like, it is good to have that history of, like, who the boys were that got this together, like, how it all began, because even in sports clubs and stuff like that, like I'm a life member of the club out in Melton. If I walked into club rooms now, no one would know who the fuck I was. And I spent 10 years of my life building that club. Like, it's like, it's a big part of my life. I've said in my will, it says scatter some of my ashes on that field. Like, it's it's like, it's a big thing for me. And then to go there and like everyone's like, who the fuck are you? That's my name on the wall.
Well,
but so for any clubs, it's just a respect thing, Like,
you've got to remember where it came from. So I always acknowledge the 4 boys. We've only got 3 because one's walked away, but I still will always acknowledge those guys. And even I love the wording in Aboriginal stuff. When you go past and present, I always try to always acknowledge everyone past and present. You know what I mean? Whether you're Indigenous or Australian or Māori or I'm an everyone person. You know what I mean? So it's not just, it shouldn't just be kept as like individuals.
I love it. One thing we always come to the end of our show, mate, we always ask, is there anything that we haven't covered that you thought we would cover or you'd like to talk about? Anything you want to bring up?
I don't
know. While you've got a few ears listening.
No, I reckon we've covered most of it.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to tell the world?
No.
Yeah. So you mentioned you like 98 fuel. Do you like to have a chat with blokes at servos or?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
I know you do because I always hear it. Yeah. People always come over, especially with the car, the Commodore. That draws in people, and then I've got the my bike. I think a lot of eyes go flying out when you start the bloody thing up, and it's rattly and jumping all over the road. So
yeah. I actually pissed myself this morning because I pulled in to get fuel and a bloke yelled out, "Nice bike," and I just like, Amber would be so proud. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. It's like, he had a little rice burner, four cylinder.
Yeah,
I was
cool.
like,
Mate,
"Oh,
yeah.
mate, fuck, what do you got in that?" And like a little chat while we were filling up.
I was a bit devastated. I went into the survey with me Rocket 3 and filled it up. Nobody wanted to talk. Fuck, you got the nicest thing here.
Oh, they probably think you got to smoke them all, mate.
It's that bulldog on the tank.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the mongrel mob symbol. Anyway, so what does Twisted Throttle mean to you, brother?
So Twisted Throttle means to me, I always think of Twisted Throttle because I think of Keith Codes in the Twisted Throttle, which is the cornering Bible. But
Yeah.
Twisted Throttle to me is just getting out on the bike and going for a ride with the boys, you know. So freedom. Yeah, and that headspace, mate. I always
Therapy,
think about that headspace when you're in there, you're just talking to yourself as long as you don't have anyone else on the bloody intercom annoying you. But
Are you a music guy or a comp guy?
I'm a music guy because I'm deaf riding along the road with my bike
Your
as
bike's
it is.
loud as fuck. Yeah.
And the helmet that I got, I've just got like a $100 helmet, and that's noisy ass, that helmet. But,
You know the old saying, you put in $100 helmet,
yeah.
$100 head.
I need to spend a little bit more on a helmet, I think.
Well, I think we all do.
Yeah.
I want one of those fancy carbon fibre ones.
Oh, mate, I don't have $1,000 to spend on one of them. You know?
I just want one with a Cardo. It's not that I had the center helmet with the built-in comm set and like music.
Yeah.
My new helmet's just a Harley helmet, doesn't have anything. I don't know, I'm sick of the sound of my bike now.
I'm big on Cardos. I love Cardos.
Yeah.
So it's such a great system.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming along, Paul.
Thanks for your time, mate.
Thanks, boys.
Brother.
Like and subscribe, do all that sort of shit for us. Yeah.
And what about our sponsor?
Our sponsor, yes, we have
Barber's Choice, mate.
Barber's Choice. I
20%
nearly
off.
said Ballarat Beard and Mustache Union. Jake will understand why.
Yeah.
Barber's Choice is a product that, beard oils and combs and all that sort of stuff. Cousin of mine up in Ballarat runs it. So it's all locally made and sourced. He's offering 20% off, and 10% of that will go to a charity.
Yep.
So
That's awesome.
Throttle 20 at the
Support
at the
those
outset.
who support us,
Yes.
mate.
And chuck those dates. Do you know the date of the Coward Punch ride?
So I think I can't remember if it's the 5th or the 6th.
Yeah.
So it's December. So it's first Saturday of December.
We'll chuck a
weather will
poster
be
up
a bit
on our
nicer.
page and stuff. Yeah. So 25th of October for us. Try and get along to our Rust Nuts ride and
Coward Punch.
sport autism and get onto the Silverbacks ride. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, boys.
See you guys. Thanks for riding with us today on Twisted Throttle. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your crew. Remember, no matter how tough the road gets, you're never riding alone. Stay safe, stay open, and catch you on the next ride. Keep that throttle twisted.